Talk to me a little bit about, and I know this is random to bring up and ask, but I've heard Flair in interviews say, as my physical skills diminished, I had to up the comedy. So that's when he would do stuff like, oh, pull my trunks down. And, then, you know, we're going to do the whole pushing the referee spot and I'll sell the big bump and, oh, I'll fall face first, you know, do the old Flair flop. He really tried to up the comedy when he felt like, man, I can't physically do maybe what I once could. And I'm curious, since he's not wrestling in the Rumble and he is banged up and he's hurting, it feels like we're overloading the gimmicks. We're in Inferno matches. We're sacrificing people. We're setting shit on fire. Is this a way to still make the most of the character, but limit the damage on the body at the time?
Well, it's definitely a way to give the body a rest.
Yes.
And after years of just, you know, incredible, just wear and tear on the body. Yeah. It's a way to give him a bit of a rest and allow him to regroup and recoup and let those muscles and those bones just kind of get back to life a little bit.
So talk to me a little bit about the magic. You've often talked about Richie Posner and the magic department in the WWE. Is he the guy who's helping you with some of this over the top, fantastic stuff, you know, setting the symbol on fire and all that?
Yeah, you know, Richie was heavily involved in a lot of that stuff and being able to produce and conceive a lot of that shit. So, very talented guy.
So he's having fun with all the magic stuff, and I'm sure this is really pushing him outside of the box. Eventually, though, you do something that is even a little far-fetched for WWE. We're doing an angle where he, being the Undertaker, supposedly, outside
pronouns, pal.
Pronouns. He's supposedly outside of Vince's house trying to kidnap Stephanie, but of course he's actually at Raw because he's magical and stuff. Do you remember producing these? Were you the guy producing these skits or segments? Or are you back in Houston by this point?
No, it's probably, if it was at Raw, it was at TV.
Well, I just assume, Undertaker is at TV. So I guess what I'm asking is, A, was it really Vince's house where Undertaker's outside trying to kidnap Stephanie? B, were you the guy on location doing the shoot, or was it just an old pre-tape that you did earlier in the week?
Do you think that looked like a house Vince would live in?
If I'm honest, I don't remember, but I was sort of surprised when we watched SummerSlam 89 a few years ago, back before you moved and left us all behind, to see Stephanie jumping in a pool. And you were like, oh yeah, that's Vince's pool. That's where me and Pat used to book TV with Vince. I would have never guessed that's Vince's house. I wouldn't have guessed those old vignettes of Mr. Perfect playing pool, also Vince's house. So I don't know. And by the way, I assume
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous for the $1 Million Man.
I assume Vince McMahon owns more than one house. So I don't know. That's my question. This is an on-site, on location. Hey, here's where we're doing Raw. Let's go find a house we can shoot shit at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wherever the hell we were. I think it was a house locally there the night before. I didn't do it. No, I did not do it. I watched it. It would have been much better if I had done it.
I was going to say, it feels like it has your fingerprints all over it. You love Taker and we're going to kidnap a chick. You're into that.
Would you stop giving away all my secrets?
What?
You know, it was just a run of about 6 months. It didn't, you know.
She lived. It worked.
Back.
Yeah.